you one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. Joe Reed returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
At the 45.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check safety, check safety.
Herbert on first down now. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. Stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's 3rd down.
If they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard. It'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside. So the
Herbert has it knocked free. And the Dolphins have got it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Breida on the carry.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Down at the 13.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. And taken at the 46. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On first down, it's Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Gain of 15.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It's a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Chargers.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Chargers 7, Dolphins nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Dolphins nothing.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle by Kenneth.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Check three. Sponge. No.
Now Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
At their own 36.
The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time.
Time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Austin Eckler.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
At the 17-yard line.
On second down, here's Herbert. Incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Hunter Henry. Touchdown.
Hunter Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
It is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
There you go. Got him
A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Desmond King making the tackle.
A 3-yard
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco, sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
It's a game.
One of the storylines in this one, 2 rookie quarterbacks, 2 very good ones. The 2nd and 3rd QBs taken behind Joe Burrow in this year's draft. Tua with the Dolphins at 5, and then Justin Herbert to the Chargers just 1 pick later. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, Tua. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Chargers 21, Dolphins 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Derwin James.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's King. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. We want this.
Here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
2nd and 11 at the 41. On play action. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give to Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Breida.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And 7 at the 11-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Los Angeles.
The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On the handoff, this is Breida. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The handoff, it's Eckler. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third and long, it's Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring
a 32-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through.
Is good.
And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Tua. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Albert Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done, and it'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brought him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Herbert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the the toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Byron Jones.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
And incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.